I can't go out and, pursue or have like a lesbian relationship or be a part of a lesbian relationship or, anything like that, because then that makes me feel some type of way. And that makes me feel shameful and insecure and dysphoric with myself. You know what I'm saying? Because the masculinity in me is just so high, and there's such a swell of not wanting to be seen as female. You know what I'm saying? Like, right? There is. So that doesn't work. Even though I still here and there, like every once in a while, like I get to thinking, and then I have these, like I said, like that small pool desire to just the curiosity, because I've never had that before. You know what I'm saying? I've never had a woman who actually loved me and made good love to me. You know what I'm saying? Passionate, whatever, you get the point. Love to me from woman to woman. I've never had that before. A woman who made me think that she really cared about me, and she's sensitive, and she'll take care of me when I'm sick. She doesn't want me to get hurt, and she has, like, she wants to have our babies and things like that. Of course, when we're females, we can't really have our initial babies or children like from us, like at the drop of a dime. No, we can't, not biologically, not yet. um, I've heard that it's being worked on, turning female eggs and material into sperm. I looked into it. They're still working on it. Anyway, but if it's anything like that lab-grown penis thing, which crapped out because I found out it's not even for FTMs though, so maybe the female sperm thing will crap out too. Who knows? Just like I said, the first option makes me feel a type of way. It makes me feel less, and it makes me feel dysphoric and wrong. Like I'm, being placed and having to live in this category, being placed and then having to live in this lie. And it makes me feel small and insecure. It makes me want to shrink up. It makes me feel dysphoric. You know what I'm saying? It makes me want to hide. If my girlfriend is like, hey everyone, this is my girlfriend. And then, I don't know, anyway. But then the second one, I feel like that's making it harder on the girl, because that's a lot to keep up with. That's a lot. Like, sometimes you're my boyfriend, and sometimes, we get down and dirty, you know what I'm saying? We get down and nasty or whatever, and I do things to you that, and you like me doing certain things to you that, boyfriends don't get pleasure of, and girlfriends don't do to boyfriends, you know what I'm saying? It makes me feel bad, because I'm like, yo, now I'm tripping her up, you know what I'm saying? And that's not fair. I gotta get this shit together, you know? I don't know, like, where do I go? Because I don't know what to do with this. And again, you won't hear, people on the street talking about anything like this. They won't. They won't. Maybe if they're bashing or something, but you won't hear. This isn't common everyday talk, so I gotta keep it under wraps, and I'm only forced. Because of its, how limited this kind of stuff is talked about, even in our own, even in the queer community. Like I said, it's not talked about, not this kind of view. And again, that's why I'm making this. But, just sharing different perspectives, because being trans guy especially, is more than just one way, this way. You know what I'm saying? It's more than just always knowing you were a boy. No, it's more than that. You know what I'm saying? And also, yeah, I also like vlogging and making these videos because, I'm a black trans guy. That's something that's another thing you don't see often. You don't see, I don't see my black fellows. You know what I'm saying? I don't see my black bros very often. I see a whole lot of, my white bros and everything like that. Not other races though. I'm not even just talking about black. But anyway, yeah. I'm kind of forced, because this view in the, the wide world as a whole, and even in the queer community itself, this stuff isn't talked about. since it's not talked about and since it's so limited, it's so rare, I'm kind of forced to keep it under wraps. And there's a lot. Like, it's already a lot of pressure that I have to go through with being transgender. And then to not even have my validation of being transgender, you know, available, you know, and feeling dignity and valid within myself and my own identity of being trans because of these feelings that I have sometimes here in the blue. It's like, it crushes like my self-esteem. It's like, what am I doing? Like, where am I going with myself? Like, what am I doing wrong? You know what I'm saying? How can I stop this? Like, it's just madness. Even though it is something that I would really like to have, like I said, that pool desire, I keep doing this. You know, it. I have to ask: is it really that strong? Is it stronger than my feelings for not wanting to be misgendered? Is it stronger than my dysphoria that I have when I'm misgendered? You know what I'm saying? And when I'm like grouped with females. So that's the trouble of having to assess all this. And again, assessing, is this small pool desire worth putting off and hesitating on hormones? Or even, calling myself or feeling like I'm trans altogether. Is it really worth it? You know what I'm saying? Because I know the feelings are there. I know the dysphoria is there. Of being misgendered and being grouped with females. It is. But is it really worth? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it really one way or the other? Is it which one's stronger? I don't know. I know that both of them are pretty strong. Well, the first one, the female to female kind of thing, that whole desire for that relation. I'd say it's less strong than the dysphoria because the dysphoria is on like a daily basis. You know what I'm saying? It is because that happens like on a daily. But this, when I remember that I still have like this desire, or when I think about this desire, that happens like rarely. So that's why I'd say the dysphoria one is more stronger or way stronger, whatever. But I just know, I guess, in order to really make this decision, whether this means anything as far as, me really being transgender or not, it's like, I know I'm going to have to put off my process of hormones. I know I am. Maybe for a little bit. I'm going to have to wait until I actually meet someone again. That's really it. I'm going to have to wait till I meet someone. And then I have to hope that they're actually someone who's right and actually make me feel good and all gooey. You know what I'm saying? And hope that they feel gooey enough about me and that we're actually in love. You know what I'm saying? And then wait till we actually get there as far as physically expressing it and everything like that, and then see how I feel about it and see how she makes me feel. And again, this is me talking about like with a more female and female relationship kind of dynamic, which again is putting me in a tough spot because then I have to kind of feel awkward that I'm, like a girl in a sense. It's awkward because it's kind of the point. I don't want that anymore. You know what I'm saying? I'm tired of it. It makes me uncomfortable. And either I have to fully on enter it as like a girl and girl thing, or I have to give her this whack explanation of, hey, I'm a trans guy, but da 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 da, and I just, I don't know. This girl, she'll really have to be different. She'll have to be really special. To have to have everything that's going on with me be okay. But I know definitely I'm gonna have to get into a relationship first. And I'm pretty sure the next relationship I get into, she's not gonna be the one who I'm in love with. You know what I'm saying? And I'm pretty sure that's not gonna be like a golden forever kind of thing. So I don't know. don't know how serious it's going to be. That's what I'm really trying to say. So that means I'll probably end up having to go through like 2, 3, 5, 7 more girls after that girl. You know what I'm saying? Constantly trying to find love, I guess, as a woman searching for another woman. So I can really have that full on making love, you know, both people actually making love to the other person experience. Because like I said, I've never had that in other relationships. It's only ever been, first time, nothing. There was no sexual relationships, or no sexual relations. Second time, it was from her to me, mainly. So her doing everything, I never really, I never did anything from me to her. Never. She didn't allow it. I don't know if she was weird that way. I know I wanted to, and it frustrated the hell out of me. But, it's not like I grabbed her. I was like, come here. No, I wouldn't. I know I did care about her a lot. It's confusing as hell. She was a controlling, kind of psycho, but I did care for her a lot, and I didn't want to share, like, those magical making love moments, like girl and girl making love moments with her. I did. Yeah, but she didn't want to get down with me that way. I don't know. Anyway, the third one, in the beginning, I kind of did want to share those, gooey girl and girl love making, things with her. I did. I did want to make love to her as, like, girl to girl kind of thing. Like in the very, very beginning, like for a little while. And then that went away because it's like, again, I felt like my masculine core just really come out more. It's just, I don't know. It came out more. And suddenly I pushed it away, those feelings that I had for wanting to let that feminine thing happen, because, naturally, I felt more raw, I felt more male, around the third girlfriend that I had. So I was mainly just male all the time, and that included when we got, physical. I was male, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I liked it, but I know there were some times when we were, together, physically, I'm talking about, sometimes I did desire her to, treat me a certain way, basically do some of the things I was doing to her. I did, but I pushed it away and I didn't say anything, I didn't act on it, because, again, that takes something away from me as being a trans guy. It makes me feel weird. And not even because of the pressure that I'm not supposed to feel that way, but literally just because it was there and just because I felt that way, it made me feel kind of uneasy as a guy. Just like, in its own completely full sense on its own, just as a guy, it made me feel uncomfortable. Like, my masculine core really had overtaken those little, softer feelings of wanting her to do certain things to me. It had taken over everything. It swallowed it up and it spit it out and it said, no way in hell this is happening. And I forced it away. I forced those feelings away. And the rest of our relationship, we carried it out. With mainly it being from me to her. And like I said, I went with it. I was comfortable with it. Like, in the moments when, we were together, you know what I'm saying? I felt nice. I really felt nice, and I felt secure and safe. I felt comfortable, and even more so, like, my ego was through the roof, man. But I know there are a few times where, like I said, I did have feelings, softer feelings, where I wanted her to do some things that I was doing to her. And it just, I don't know, it's kind of weird for me, like, in my head. So I pushed it away, and I didn't want to touch it. I didn't want the feelings to come up again. And when I started to feel like that with her, where I wanted her to do some of the things I was doing, I wanted her to do some of the things I was doing to her, but only to me, I really try to pump up my ego with being the more dominant one. Like we will be in the middle of, doing something, and whenever I start to have those weird feelings of wanting to be the more submissive one, then I just pumped up more of my masculine like ego, and I don't know, to really overpower those feelings. You know what I'm saying?